Hello, myself Dr. swapna Nair, Associate Professor, Department of Physics, Central University of Kerala. I am hereby providing a brief overview of the proposed course on Nanoscience and Nanotechnology offered under the MOOC platform. Before introducing the course, I just want to introduce about myself. I have been working in the area of nanoscience and nanotechnology since the year 2000. Actually, my areas of interest are nanofluids, optoelectronic devices, nano-electromechanical systems, energy harvesters, and materials for biology and medicine. I have published 49 research articles in international journals in the area of nanoscience and nanotechnology and have 17 years of postgraduate teaching research in this particular area. So, into the topic. Nanoscience and nanotechnology is a forecasted technology of the 21st century as it joins hands with almost all the other existing branches of science and technology. It deals with the materials in the range of 0.1 to 100 nanometer. Actually, the word nano is a fascinating phrase for current science and current research, actually because of its application, because it has got applications in chemistry, in physics, in biology, medicine, engineering, and also in environmental science and agriculture. So, actually, about nanoscience, the introduction, I have to tell something about the history of nanoscience. Actually, there is plenty of room at the bottom. It was an epoch-making lecture by the 20th century genius, Dr. Richard Feynman, the famous physicist, who was a Nobel laureate also, at the American Physical Society meeting at Caltech in 1959. Actually, in that particular talk, he elaborated the unexplored possibilities existing in the submicron and nano world. Actually, this really gave a kickstart for the focused research in this particular area, although scattered researchers were there before also. And further, the invention of electron microscope, especially the scanning and transmission electron micrographs. So, with high resolution and topographical instruments like atomic force microscopy, scanning tunneling microscopy, etc., really added momentum to the efforts of the scientists to explore the room at the bottom. So, the proposed course is aimed at providing basic understanding of nanostructured materials and its properties. The course will be having the following subsections. Actually, the first class will be an introduction to the nano world, in which I will be explaining about the basic concepts of nanoscience. We'll just introduce the length scale and all, and it's followed by geometries of nanomaterials. So there are different types of nanomaterials, just like quantum dots, nanowires, nanoviscors, nanorods, and then quantum wells, and all the structures will be introduced as part of the geometries. And then the third section, major section, will be for quantum confinement, how the size will influence its properties, its quantum confinement, and then how the surface to volume ratio, just because it's huge in nanomaterials, how it will contribute to the properties. So these sections will be handled. And then the synthesis of nanomaterials. Actually, synthesis of nanomaterials, there are different subsections, synthesis of zero-dimensional structures like quantum dots and spherical nanoparticles, and then one-dimensional structures like nanorod, nanowire, and nanoviscors and all, and then 2D materials like graphene and all, and then last the other structures, nano-architectures. Then followed by, we have to characterize the materials, so I will be introducing the characterization tools like for the morphological characterization, scanning electron microscopy, transmission electron microscopy, atomic force microscopy, scanning tunneling microscopy, etc. Then for electrical characterization, optical characterization, and all those will be covered in that particular section. So then the next section is for nanomaterials and its application in biology and medicine, because nanomaterials are now, actually even nanodrug formulations are there nowadays. So actually this is a wonderful section which aims at the application of nanomaterials for biology, tailoring of nanomaterials for biomedical applications and all. And then it's followed by the lithography tools, surface and bulk micro machining. So lithographic tools like electron beam lithography, photolithography, then the new and bottom-up lithographic techniques also will be introduced, like the dip pen and the fountain pen lithography. And then finally, we will give a brief introduction into device fabrication, how we can synthesize devices. So the course is organized into 40 modules, and the assessment will be carried out in alternate weeks with a quiz or an assignment, and then 2 major detailed examination also will be conducted, and then each module will conclude with an open question that also need to be answered by the students. So the major attraction of this course, actually, demonstration of the working of several novel equipments used for the synthesis and characterization of nanomaterials will be provided. So with the assistance of photographs or video, so that this will really enable the students to have a hands-on training-like feeling. So the proposed course, its relevance is very high as it provides an opportunity for the students to get acquainted with various aspects of nanoscience and nanotechnology, including its plethora of modern applications, and it also provides information about cutting-edge research developments that are coming in this particular area. And it's an interdisciplinary course, so I welcome all of you to join this course.